Joey Labossiere is in the studio today for Hot Johnson. What's up, brother?
C'est moi.
C'est moi.
Yeah, I'm good, man. Thanks for having me. Thanks for having me in your cool studio too.
Right?
This is my first in-person
Your first in-person
podcast.
No way. So you've done a lot of them, but never in person, always on Zoom.
Quite a few since like the COVID days, and I've been lucky enough to be on some really fun shows, and but I've been wanting this for a while. This feels good.
Boom.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, welcome. I think you're actually our first in-studio guest in this room.
Yes.
So yeah, again, welcome to the show.
2.0.
Yes.
Nice.
Yes. Yeah. This is season 3. At the time of recording this, we haven't actually launched any episodes yet. So we're getting juicy. We're getting fired up.
I feel like it's legit. I got the headset. I got the nice mic. You got your show on here.
These nice little flags These flags just came in the mail right before Joey got here.
We made it happen.
Nice little synchronicity,
Absolutely.
if you will. So I'll tell this story really quickly about how I came to know you and why I invited you on the show, other than you're a badass motherfucker.
Thank you.
I discovered Joey on social media about 2 months ago. And really, man, I'm going to maybe blow up your ego just a little bit here. But you, for real, I think are one of the first men that I have seen doing this work. You're a hypnotherapist. Maybe a quick sidebar. Tell the audience what you do for your work.
Yeah, I'm a subconscious guide, as I like to call it.
Love that.
Yeah, but hypnotherapy was definitely my doorway into that realm, and I help people with self-sabotage and old patterns and trauma. And there's multi-layers to this, as you know. Of course. But yeah, I just help people get out of that stuck, gross, those loops that we all find ourselves in. I've become really good at helping people navigate their inner world.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Love that.
Thank you.
And what I loved about seeing you on Instagram was I'm a pretty good judge of character, in the sense I feel like, my bullshit detector is pretty good. And when I was watching shit.
Got him.
When I was watching you do your thing, I'm like, this guy is coming across. You had 2 things that people, man or woman in this industry, typically have one or the other, or they're lacking both. One of them is authenticity. So just like real, raw, authentic expression. You're not trying to show up in any kind of way other than just being yourself. So I was like, right away, this guy's dope. Authenticity, boom. But the second one is huge too. In pairing with that is that you had a message and a sense of education, a sense of, I trusted what you were saying. It didn't come across as woo-woo, anything like that. Like I was like, I feel like I could learn from this guy. So it's very, very cool. Rare that people have both. And so right away I was like, I would love to meet this guy. Oh, he lives right down the street from me. This is crazy. So we went out.
Funny.
Yeah. So we went out for coffee, heard a little bit about your story, which is a great segue, because that was one of the first questions I wanted to ask you to come on here and talk a little bit about your story, maybe give a little taste of what your hero's journey has been to get you to where you're at, because it's actually, it's a pretty badass story.
I think all our stories are pretty badass when we look back at them. Hey, it's it's weird. Like the other day I was just driving. It was early morning. Sun was coming up, and I was like, "Holy shit, I live here!"
Right?
Because I'm not from the Okanagan. I'm from Manitoba originally, and just that alone, I was like, "Holy fuck, I made this happen."
Yeah,
we chose this. I manifested this. I created this. And looking back through the different chapters and different versions of me, and how many deaths and rebirths there's been, to get to this moment, it's just so cool.
Yeah. The way you're showing up now is, I obviously didn't know you before, but the way you're showing up now, I'm like, this guy is so cool, and he's helping people in such a beautiful way. From what I know of you so far, just so much respect. So
thank you, man.
For real. So tell the audience more about who you are and how you got to where you're at today, helping people in a really big way. Yeah. I think now you've grown quite an audience on social media, which is just one lovely metric of success, but it's a great one. You're serving a lot of people.
Man, it means the world. Like, just to hear those things, like the authenticity part, I think is something we all strive for. And I think it's also this moving target too, because it continues to evolve. Like, authentic now from even 6 months ago is fucking completely different.
For sure.
But hearing that, like, that means a lot. Like, if I can show up as me and love me and be me as much as I can in all situations, or as many as I possibly can, that's the fucking ticket.
Dude.
And if that brings value and helps people in their way, crazy.
Dude,
so thank you.
100%. Respect.
Sick.
Respect.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Speaking of getting like comfortable within yourself, I was like, how does this couch work?
I just realized I wore the shortest shorts I own, and I'm just going, all right,
hey, bud,
we're gonna just be here.
I think the ladies love it.
Vulnerable, very vulnerable. We're gonna try to keep her. Right. Yeah, I don't know. Keep these shorts pulled down a little bit. Right. But anyways, we're here.
It's a PG-13 show.
Who the hell am I? How did I get here? Farm boy from Manitoba.
Yeah.
Grew up on a farm where we had a ton of land, and we grain farmers and hog farmers.
Okay.
Long story short, maybe not. Maybe we'll go deeper into it. My school had 28 students in it from grade 1 to grade 8.
Yeah.
That's how small it was.
Oh, wow.
And in 1995, 96, Grandpa sold everything. And my mom and dad bought a small hotel in a small town, which is Hotel Motel.
Yeah.
So bar, the pub in town,
okay,
restaurant, and some rooms, I think 4 or 5 rooms.
Okay.
And moved to that town. Had a great childhood. Parents worked a lot. We ran around the town and did our thing. But small town Manitoba is like, you play hockey, you play baseball, you ride your bikes.
Right.
Like small town, maybe like anywhere in Canada.
Right. Of course. Yeah.
And then from there, it was kind of like my parents bought another hotel. So I bounced around, ended up in Alberta in the oil field from like 2007, 2010. And in there, traveled the world a bit, Thailand, Malaysia, got that whole experience. And that, I think, was my first awakening to the world.
Okay.
Like out of small town.
Yeah. When you break out, same thing kind of happened to me. I went and taught English in China when I was 17, 18 years old.
Fuck.
And it's like, oh, yeah, I wanted a culture shock. I wanted to learn who I wasn't in going. Yeah. So I hear you.
Dude, I still say, one of the things I try to drive home to anyone and any like younger kid coming out of high school is like, fuck, just fucking travel.
Just
dude.
get out of here. Yeah.
Like save or go work somewhere or do a ski season in Australia or go to Chile or go to like wherever, but do it and do it fully. Like do it a couple months, do like 6 months, a year, like really allow yourself to lose yourself and find yourself out there, because you're going to notice real quick how similar we all are as humans and how different at the same time we are. And that difference and like that ability to adapt, and you have no choice but to be open to it. You're somewhere else.
Yeah.
You're not home being like, letting people in. You're in someone else's turf.
Exactly.
Someone else's culture.
Yeah.
And you have no choice but to adapt or fly home.
100%. Yeah.
And it's like, whoa. And I just remember that trip just completely blowing my mind. But the funny thing is, we were in Malaysia on our way home. We were in Kuala Lumpur, and my girlfriend at the time's dad worked at the penitentiary in Manitoba, the federal penitentiary. And he had asked us, like, hey, if we can get you an interview, do you want to try to work here?
At the penitentiary.
At the pen, the federal penitentiary.
Yeah.
And I'm there in Malaysia after a 6-month trip, and I'm 24.
Okay.
And of course, I'm in panic mode. What am I going to do with my life, man? I'm 24 already. I don't have anything figured out.
Right.
So
exactly. Yeah.
Fuck, I look back and go, oh my God.
I'm so old.
And like everybody else is either they have their degree and they're all in the jobs that they hate, but whatever. And I was like, shit. So I was like, yeah, maybe. What does it pay? Okay, pays pretty good. Yeah. All right. So he gets us to kind of send the paperwork, and I get home within, I think, a week. I have an interview. Within a week of that, I have interview number 2. And within like a month of that, I'm flying to Saskatoon to train.
Wow.
I get in.
Boom.
And I'm like, okay, this is what I'm doing.
This is what
now.
I'm doing, apparently.
I'm a correctional officer. What the fuck?
Hello.
Like, no idea.
Yeah.
It was never a thing I was going to do, but it just happened.
Right. Okay.
So I did that for a decade.
Wow.
10 years.
10 years.
Mm-hmm. and saw some shit, responded to some shit.
From 24 to 34 years old.
25 to 35,
Yeah.
I think, by the time I was in. Yeah.
Okay.
And I learned a ton about people, about management, about like teamwork, about like so much, about humility, about love, about it's like what a place to learn.
Yeah.
And
no doubt.
And I realize now more than ever is like for me to shine my light as bright as I can. It might sound corny, but I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
I needed to see the real darkness of things. I needed to be in an environment where,
What was the darkest thing you saw throughout those 10 years or one of them?
There was a few murders that we responded to, and my team and I, or my shift and I, had to respond to, and some that were incredibly brutal.
Yeah.
And assaults that were incredibly brutal.
Wow.
Like you see what humans are capable of in a snap of in a millisecond.
Yeah.
But you also see, I mean, I know I did, and you see the pain behind everything, and you see the hurt, and you read some of these files, and you see some of these kids, and I say kids, like 18, 19-year-old kids doing 10-year bits. Man, a lot of these kids had no choice, not choice, but no chance.
Right.
Like when you read some of the like, whoa.
Yeah.
And so it was just a lot. And then you get so numb to it after a while.
Yeah.
Where the violence is it just is. You go into work not knowing exactly what's going to happen.
Right. Had you been interested in any kind of wellness, personal growth, spirituality at that time? Mm-mm. Was this even the beginning of that?
No.
Look at your face. You're like,
I would live for the weekends, even at that age.
Yeah.
When can we get fucked up?
Right.
Basically.
Okay.
What are we doing? Yeah. Whatever we're doing, we're drinking while we're doing it.
Okay.
For sure.
Yeah.
That was like, and I mean, don't get me wrong. Like I wakeboarded at the time in Manitoba. There was a wakeboard, like a full-size cable park.
Okay.
And it was sick. So my buddy Chuck and I, we used to ride that every day. Skip work all the time, take sick days, go. But, I snowboarded, I wakeboarded. I love the gym. I still love sports. But at the end of the day, it was just like, I want to party.
Right.
I want to have a good time.
Yeah.
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 Wellness?
No. That was your wellness.
Wellness was a couple Advils before bed, trying not to have the worst hangover ever.
Yeah.
That was wellness.
I hear you.
Some cheeseburgers and the next day or something.
Yeah. Well, that's the tail end of the wellness journey in that life for sure.
Yeah.
McDonald's.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. The double the McDoubles. How many? I remember one time they had it was 50-cent cheeseburgers or something stupid after the bar. Just go there and get $100 worth of cheeseburgers.
Those were the days.
Yes.
Okay. So what was the thing that happened? Was there one event that made you transition specifically? Was there a couple? What was the thing that happened that made you start to move into a different direction?
There's a couple things. I think they all just compounded.
Okay.
And so I still remember a conversation I had. One of my I'd call him, one of my brothers at work. I had been going through it, and this was like 2015, and I was in a really deep, dark pocket of my life. My kids, Max was born. My first was already born. So fatherhood, pressure, a few incidences back to back at work that I didn't really think were a big deal
at the time.
Yep. And I remember I was just walking around like a fucking zombie for weeks and months. And there was a moment, this is like a fucking tough one. I talk about it a lot, but not a lot, but enough, is I remember my son was maybe a year old.
Okay.
And I remember being on the couch in my living room, just like this, and actually on the same end of the couch.
Okay.
I can see this right now.
Yeah.
TV's there. Okay. It's playing something. And my kid's like talking to me or, kind of just engaging with me. And I stare directly through him. Like I'm just not even there. And then I have an awareness that I'm not there.
Okay.
And I just feel the just deepest sadness. This deep just dread and sadness. Like even this can't make, like my son, my firstborn, and I feel nothing right now.
Wow.
And I look back and I'm like, holy fuck.
Right.
And I remember being aware of that in that moment, going, holy shit.
Wow.
So
you saw a part of yourself, be disconnected from that which you are supposed to love the most.
And I love him, of course. But I was so like kind of dead.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like I just wasn't able to find any joy.
I think a lot of people can relate to that on some level, for
Yeah.
sure. I know I can on some level.
Such darkness, dude. Like, and with that, lots of thoughts of like, is he better without? Like, I mean, you go there, right? It's not, I wouldn't call myself suicidal at the time, but I was, you know?
Right.
And I didn't really understand it. And I remember having a conversation with one of my brothers at work. I was working a gallery post, which is kind of an arm post in the maximum security prison. He came up and he said, "Hey man," and he was a veteran, military veteran. I don't know how many tours he did in Afghanistan, and like a lot. And he's seen a lot more shit than I can fucking pretend to see or even know about.
Right.
And I was struggling, like even with the guys at work, people could see it. And he came up and he said, "You know what? Think of your capacity or your system as a bucket. And there's a few things get thrown into the bucket.
Right.
Maybe there's 5 things here, 20, and a big one, boom. But it just, okay." He goes, "It doesn't really matter what happens. It's like your bucket can only take so much before it starts to fucking
boom,
bowl over."
Boom.
So the next thing could be a simple fucking comment from an inmate or who knows, that just makes your bucket overflow and tip over.
Right.
And I was like, holy fuck. Because I felt so bad. Like I was taking some time off work, couldn't find myself. I couldn't find my footing. I didn't know who I was. The only thing I worried about was like, I can get drunk on the days off and not really feel too much.
Exactly.
And then, God, it just got so bad that I just hated myself so much, man.
Yeah.
Like that's legit hated myself. And I didn't really even realize that was it.
Right.
So I'd walk around, fucking chest up.
Yeah.
Like whenever I was out or thing, I'd walk and I was just wearing mask after mask after mask of being like, okay.
Right.
But just not.
Right.
So it was a bunch of things from work. And then finally I just hit a fucking rock bottom where I started just crying on the deck of my house, the back. I was like, I'm done. I remember seeing in the sun going like, God, you whatever
is
like,
out there.
I'm fucking toast.
Right.
Like something. And sure enough, like the December of 2017, right after between Christmas and New Year's, I had an accident. We got in a car accident, but nothing serious, but serious enough for it to shake me to my core.
Wow.
We were coming back from ice fishing, pulling 2 snowmobiles, hit some black ice. I was asleep in the back of the seat of my buddy's truck with my brother. And I just hear, oh, fuck. And I wake up and this truck's spinning on the highway.
Oh, shit.
And I'm like, fuck. I look over, my brother's staring at me in the eyes. I'm like, we're locked. And I'm like, well, I guess
this is it.
This could be it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Right.
But I guess. And it wasn't everything flashing, but it was like a moment of deep fucking surrender. I'm like, well, motherfucker.
Right.
But then I was like, my kids, like these things I need to live. Like I got all this.
Yeah.
And the next sorry, I should probably say what happened.
Yeah.
The truck goes into the ditch almost like it was held by angels' arms into piles of fresh snow.
Yeah.
And we go in doing about 60.
Wow.
Snowmobiles get tossed off the trailer. They go for a ride. Mine was not totaled, but pretty close.
Right.
And, we managed to get out. Everybody's basically unscathed.
Wow.
A little shaken up, clearly. Yeah. Get the snowmobiles back on. Drive out and come home. Obviously shaken up, happy where everybody's okay. Next morning, this is one of my favorite stories. Next morning, I wake up and there's something going on. Like I feel obviously a lot. And I go to put my training shoes. I had my shoes at the entrance and I had a gym in my garage that was detached. And I was going to go throw a log probably in the wood stove or start the heater. And I go to put my training shoes on and there's a dime in the heel of my shoe.
Oh.
And that would have normally meant nothing to me.
Yeah.
A week earlier, my mom goes, yeah, my mom keeps leaving dimes everywhere. I'm like, what do you mean? She's like, Mama, like her mom who had passed in 2013, she always leaves me dimes just to let me know she's around.
Dimes and pennies from heaven.
Fucking a week later, there's a dime in the heel of my shoe staring at me. Like the damn queen's going, what's up?
Right.
you know, like. And
it's interesting when those little synchronicities happen, they have an energy to them where you have a moment of like,
I call them the zings.
Yeah.
Right
that's the noise that I just made.
Yeah.
Zing.
Yeah. Right down the spine. You're like, ooh.
Yeah.
And it's unmistakable.
Yeah.
And it gives your hair raises.
Correct.
But it's so good.
Yeah.
And then that was one of those moments.
Wow.
And so from that moment, dude, like I got rid of my cell phone for like, I want to say 3 months. I can't remember exactly. I bought a slide phone off Amazon with T9 texting.
Okay.
Yeah. And I said, I'm getting off of that. It's a distraction. I'm going to go into, I guess I'm going to dive back into some spiritual stuff because something tells me I probably should.
Oh, wow.
Because I read one book in 2013, which was 2 years prior, 2 or 3 years earlier than that. And that was the A New Earth by Eckhart Tolle.
Of course.
Yeah.
Standing right there.
Boom.
Yeah.
One of the greatest books of all time.
Of course.
In my opinion.
Me as well.
And what I learned in that, and what I didn't know is I clearly wasn't ready for it all there, but it was enough to go back here.
Right.
So I went right back to that book, started meditating again. And that from there, it just kind of snowballed. There's a lot in between there.
Yeah,
but,
of course.
But that was the awakening dark night of the soul.
Wow.
Out of the dark night.
Eckhart's work, The Power of Now, back in 2007 is actually what that was a huge transformation for me as well. The realization that I am not my thoughts.
Go fucking figure.
Yeah. And it actually happened to me while I was teaching English in China.
Wow.
I won't go into that story, but I hear you with Eckhart's work being a profound transformational tool into diving into one's sense of spirituality and overall awakening.
Yeah. Being present.
Yeah.
With that actually meaning something.
Yeah.
Going, whoa, what?
Yeah.
I don't have to suffer. I can just be here.
Yeah.
And if I can just detach the thoughts or the stories and just be in my body, that the suffering disappears on its own. What?
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Still something I got to remind myself
of course.
Daily.
What? You're not enlightened?
You're
not-
I mean, why else wouldn't you? Yeah, why else am I here?
Get the hell out of this. Get out of here. So then what?
From there, it was, man, so much. Yeah, some stuff I won't get into just because it involves other people and I want to be respectful of that. But 2018, so right in the cusp, like meditation, I start working with Enagic, selling K8.
Yeah. Oh, really?
Yeah.
Kangen water, 9.5.
Yeah. So funny. So, started personal development, started to hear like just talking about all this and that. And
as you would in any network marketing company. Yeah.
Of course. Yeah. But it also brought me to some of the best books I've ever read.
Yeah.
2 of them I'm reading again.
Nice.
In that, I ended up buying a K8 into the business, which I think is a fantastic machine, by the way. Yeah. Never connected it just because I realized the reason I got into Enagic was to get this, this, and this. And then what happened later was the turning point for me. I was on a 16-hour shift and my wife calls me and she goes, you got to see the live that's on one of our mentors in the business was having a live on Facebook.
Yeah.
And one of the guys on there was a guy named Adrian Wesley.
Okay.
And he was a hypnotherapist from Vancouver.
Ah.
He had a huge following online for a while, but he was on there and he started talking about his trauma. He started talking about how hypnosis, what hypnotherapy did for him. And I was like, bing, 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 bing. I'm like, whoa. I get home. So I was like, just watch the replay. So I start watching and she's like, looking at me. She's like, you should work with him. And I'm like, no. I'm going to go do this.
Dude, that's so cool.
Dude, I had no clue what hypnosis was other than the stage show shit. Like other than seeing stuff at the grad thing we had. Yeah. Or seeing it on, but I have no idea about the subconscious, no idea about trauma, how it's stored in the body.
Right.
No real emotional intelligence. Well, I mean, right. I just didn't know anything, but I just knew it was like, do not look away. Yes, what you're feeling is real. Contact him tomorrow. Get your shit done.
Wow. So did you feel like that was your higher self speaking to you?
I didn't know at that time what that was.
Of course, but on hindsight,
yes, 100%.
Right.
My guides, my higher self.
Right.
Fucking God, I don't know.
Yeah.
But I know it was as loud as anything I've ever heard in my life.
Wow.
And I could not look away. Yeah, that good. It was like
so juicy.
So good. And that was the first, I would say there's a lot more through my childhood. I don't remember because I'd be silly not to have those moments. But that was the first moment I was like, oh, this is why I'm feeling this way. This is why I've been doing this work. This is why I feel like my job is just not. But to me, it was like, oh, what a cool side gig.
Right.
I get to help people.
Right.
And I get to do this and do this and do this and like make some extra cash on the side.
Right.
While helping people because it's something I wanted to do. I almost wanted to go into chiropractic at 30 years old.
Right.
I was like, maybe that's what I'll do.
Right.
But anyway, so this is a way to help people. which is something I always loved. I was like, sweet. So I call Adrian, or I message him on Messenger. He's like, yeah, dude, I went here for school. It's incredible. Let me know if you have any questions. He was super great. Called Jen, who is kind of my mentor and the person I go to for hypnosis still when stuff comes up.
Oh, amazing.
Called her. I'm like, hey, I'm not sure what's going on, but I got this pull. Saw Adrian. I need to know kind of a little bit about your school. There needs to be a spiritual aspect to this because something's going on in my life right now. And she explained the whole program, and she explained how like a lot of it came about through her stepmom, who had just recently passed away this September prior to my call, which was in like January, February.
Okay.
And just this amazing woman that I never got to meet. Leslie is her name, and how the course came about and how she created it and why. And I was like, this is it. I'm not looking anywhere else. Within another week, I signed up and I went to my manager at work. I'm like, yo, I need to take all my vacation time. I need all my loo time. I need everything that I have banked. I'm gone for 6 weeks. So here it is.
Boom.
That job allowed me to do that.
Right.
And yeah, flew to Vancouver and trained full time just to learn hypnosis and hypnotherapy and all the different ways to do it. And of course, little did I know, the biggest amount of healing I've ever experienced in my life.
In that 6 weeks?
Oh, in 4 weeks.
Wow.
Because who else are you going to work on?
Yeah.
We had a small class. I think we had 4 total.
Yeah.
Guess what?
Yeah. Everyone's working on each other.
Working on each other.
Yeah.
And little did I know, all the shit I had locked up, scared of, feared about, whatever was just all coming about. And it made total sense. And I just, the healing I did in that month was just incredible and kind of.
And so that was in 2018.
2018.
And so that's approximately 7 years ago.
Yes, sir.
What has happened in these past 7 years?
Oh my God.
I mean, you told me a little bit about it, but give it to us. What happened and how did you get to where you are now from there?
About 2018 is when I start to go, I'm getting out of this work.
Right.
I can't do this no more.
Right.
I know that. I don't know what the hell I'm going to do, but hypnosis and hypnotherapy is going to be part of it. And I'm just going to trust this. So we kind of started our exit strategy. And I was like, okay, 2020 is kind of where we're aiming. Sure enough, 2020 comes. My wife at the time puts a transfer into another institution because we're coming to BC. We knew that because we love BC. BC was always where every time we came, we were like, why don't we live here?
Yeah.
This is stupid.
100.
So yeah, put the exit strategy. She transfers there. I quit. I just fucking quit. And
burn your bridges.
Dude.
Yeah.
No plan.
Yeah.
No social media following. Nothing, dude.
Wow.
And again, one of those things where I'm like, I just know this is the play.
Right.
Holy shit. I felt like I'm back in that truck on the freaking highway.
Wow.
Because I have no clue.
Right.
But I just know.
Wow.
Which is, and the weird thing is that, not weird, but a lot of my coworkers are like, dude, take the year off.
Yeah.
Because in the federal system, you can take twice in your career up to a year off without having to lose anything. So there was this beautiful plan B, just wrapped in the most beautiful golden wrapping paper, take a year, see what happens, come back.
Yeah.
Here's your $100K a year in your benefits. It's all there waiting for you.
Right.
Your pension's going to keep climbing and blah, blah, blah. No. I couldn't fucking do it.
No.
And trust me, there are times where I woke up sweating, crying, going, what the fuck am I doing?
I bet.
And I just couldn't. Go to BC, mid-COVID, the drive on the Trans-Canada was eerie because it was like all you saw were a couple semi-trucks for 14 hours or 20-some-odd hours straight.
Yeah.
Full-size U-Haul, pulling a car hauler through the pass through, we had to go through Lethbridge, so I can't remember the first pass in the Rockies is.
Right.
There. Full storm. Trucks are pulling over to chain up. I'm in summer tires on a freaking thing. Oh, dude, Jesus. It was crazy.
Jesus.
We make our way to BC. We move into Chilliwack. And from there, 3 months in, I'd say 2 or 3 months in, I was just straight full-time dad at home.
Okay.
Hiking with the kids in the beautiful spots around Chilliwack, going outside as best we can during the COVID nonsense. And it was crazy. And then one day, a friend on a Facebook page says, hey, you should really try this TikTok thing. I'm like, TikTok? I'm like, isn't that a bunch of kids dancing at that time? That's what it was, right? Everybody's just doing stupid dances. Yeah. That's what we thought anyway as old people.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, sweet. I'm going to try this TikTok thing. Because she had done well in her business on TikTok.
Right.
I get on there. remember sitting in this big brown leather chair and I'm like, hey, I'm Joey. I'm a hypnotherapist and I'm going to help you with your mental health or something.
Right.
Follow for more. Something stupid.
Yeah.
And this video goes to like 180, 200,000 views. And
in what time frame?
Oh, I want to say like days.
Yeah.
A couple days.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm
200,000 views.
Crazy.
Boom. Yeah.
And I was like, whoa, what the fuck? This doesn't make any sense.
Right.
Make another one. Doesn't do much. Make a third one. 300,000 views.
Jesus.
Just crushes. And I have no idea what I'm doing.
Right.
I'm just like, hey, this will help you in this and blah, blah, blah. Well, hey, people are locked up in their homes.
Yeah.
They're looking for some help. They're looking for some fucking guidance on how they're feeling through all this.
Yeah.
Went to 10,000 followers really quick. And that account ended up reaching almost 200,000 followers at its peak before I got canceled. I'll talk about that later.
Sure.
And I started leading. I remember going live one day and there was like 15, 20 people live. And I'm like, have any of you guys meditated or done any of these like inner journeys or anything like that? And everybody's, no, like, what is it? So I basically ran them through a body scan.
Right.
Simple body scan.
Yeah.
Some little bit of breath work.
Yeah.
Like very simple stuff.
Yeah.
And everybody's like, whoa.
Yeah.
What is that?
Right.
Really? I'm like, wait, okay, there's something here.
Right.
People just don't know this stuff enough.
Yeah.
And it's simple,
yeah,
but it's profound. It'll change the game.
Indeed.
And so all of a sudden it became a thing where people were just showing up, wanting to just land in their body and get out of their heads.
Wow.
And then I started doing it every Sunday.
Wow.
And every Sunday I'd gain like all these different followers. And, I was probably averaging 100 to 300, 400 people every Sunday.
Wow.
And then we started launching some like kind of cool meditations on the Lionsgate portal. We'd do a one and a 222 one. We'd play with the numbers and the energy. I had some live meditations with like, I think 4,000 to 5,000 people.
Wow.
It was crazy, dude.
So cool.
So cool.
Incredible.
And all because they just wanted to meditate together. And I'm like, what a gift it is for me.
Incredible.
To be able to like hold space.
Yeah.
And people vibe with my energy.
Yes.
And they keep coming back. And still to this day, I'm doing lives on Sunday.
Yeah.
Not every Sunday, but that just started my business, man.
Wow.
And from there, I just kind of, tweaked it. I do a lot of group stuff, but most of it's still one-on-one. And yeah, it's just allowed me to live a really crazy, cool life from home.
So you call yourself, you identify, professionally speaking, a subconscious guide.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Tell us more about what exactly that looks like now. And I would love to hear it from the perspective of what you really love to do with people. Yeah. And maybe that kind of segues into like, what is your deepest why in this work? Like, obviously you have a calling.
So much of this is going to sound so like cliche, but
sure.
They meet these words and these realizations mean so much more when you realize that they're true.
Yep.
Like there's depth to each of these things too. Like there's a layer of like, oh, that's cool. And then the next week or 2 years later, you're like, oh, that's not just cool. That's this. Then it's this.
Yeah.
Like people crushing it, like the comeback story, the hero's journey. Mm-hmm. Like when I see someone make a realization of a fucking bullshit nonsense narrative and go click and they go shit. And you see that moment happen. You're like, oh, there it is.
Yeah.
You're never coming back from it. You never have to. You that consciousness expands. There's no contraction from there.
Correct. We can try to.
We can try. You could dabble back and see what happens.
And a lot of the times people do because they associate safety with staying where they're at.
But you'll never forget.
And
it's always there for you to go touch again.
Correct. That
ceiling is always there to go.
And until you do have the courage to go there again, you cannot be truly happy in life.
Correct. Yeah. It just continues to get better. Like Abraham Hicks has this saying that I always say it, the better it gets, the better it gets. And it's true. Yeah. Like it doesn't, I'm not saying it's not fucking spicy at times.
Sure.
It's bumpy, spicy. You're going to hit your head. You're going to get scarred up.
Well, I always say the way I describe it is that there's a difference between life being hard and that you're moving through life and the things that happen that are quote unquote bad or challenging. They're worthy challenges.
Oh yeah.
You see them as worthy adversaries.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah.
Right. And they become not problems that are a burden on your life, but things that you as a human being have, like in a video game, you have the opportunity to battle. Yeah. And it's scary.
Yeah.
But that's the point. In that challenge, there's something there that
oh yeah, bring it. Yeah.
The warrior loves the fight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And when you realize like all that fear is like the whole, fear is what, false evidence appearing real.
Yeah.
Every single time.
Correct.
And every single thing you've feared and got sick over and that you finally faced, you go, fuck.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, that was not even close to what I thought it was, because
Correct.
the ego loves the story.
Yeah.
And I think that's what really lights me up the most, is when people realize they're living from a story.
Yes.
And that they get to rewrite the story, as cliche as that is, in the moment now, whatever it is. Now, when you realize you are a conscious creator and all it needs is consciousness of the present moment, you get to go where you want to go.
Yeah.
Period.
Yeah. So,
yeah.
Yeah. What were you going to say?
Just and everybody has the same access. This is not it's a skill because it takes practice, but it's all there for everyone in the moment every single time. No questions asked.
Right. So from your perspective, and maybe you have a clear answer to this, maybe you don't, but I'm curious, like from your perspective, what is the biggest thing that is holding people back? You can speak in general terms if you want, or maybe speak more specifically about some of the work that you're doing with people right now. What do you feel is the thing?
I don't know if there's the thing, but like there are a couple things right away is distraction. The amount of distraction we have, like the access to just something to do is at an all-time high.
Yeah.
Alcohol is still one of the worst substances on this planet that pollutes so much. And trust me, I've battled with this my whole life.
Yeah.
I'm not judging you for drinking, but I know what happens when you stop.
Yeah. I'm 200 days sober.
Amazing.
As of yesterday.
Incredible. Congratulations, dude.
Yes, it's a celebration.
That's a fucking celebration.
It
dude.
is, yeah.
Like I get really emotional about that.
Yeah.
Because I know, I just know the battle.
Yeah.
And I know what it's done for me, and I know what it's done to me, or what I've done to myself because I chose that.
Yeah.
In so many different scenarios.
Yeah.
And I've come to the conclusion where I've tried over and over and over again to have this new relationship with alcohol.
Right. Me too.
And that's the alcohol going, come on, let's revisit this.
Oh, you come back here to me now. I don't know why alcohol is Southern. But.
Well, it is. It's that Southern comfort, right? It's the comfort.
Well, it is.
Yes, it is. But I feel deeply that I've just finally let it go.
Oh, good for you.
And which just feels so fucking good. And for the first time, I truly am owning that decision and loving that decision.
Good for you.
And it almost feels like it wasn't there, which is wild.
So it sounds like you're on a sober journey right now.
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How long have you been on a sober journey?
God, I had a little,
share.
Yeah, no, for sure. On and off for so long, but never really fully choosing it.
Right.
My grandmother passed away in June, and I didn't think I was going to drink, and I did.
Okay.
Yeah. And I had a few for a few days.
Yeah.
And it was enough to give me that old remembering of soothing, or, that pattern.
Right.
And what is really incredible is that since her passing, who she was like so important to me, she was the one, and such a presence in my life since I was a kid. I was a bike ride away from her house when I was like on the farm.
Right.
When she passed, that's when it clicked.
Wow.
So I don't know if she's like, okay, now I'm going to step up in this way for you.
Okay.
But I feel her more now than I ever have. The battle for that is now not a battle. It's a knowing.
Wow.
And I swear to God, she had a massive, I can't, I want to give her the credit, but I'm giving her the credit because I feel you. And I feel like I got that extra support that I need in a way I can't see and ever maybe describe.
Wow. That's powerful.
Yep.
That's powerful.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't had an experience like that where I've had someone pass away or leave my life and they've had that kind of impact, but I hear you and I believe you, and that's beautiful. Thanks for sharing that.
Yeah. Man, she fell in her apartment one day. My dad lets me know. She's like, hey, I'm with grandma in the hospital. She'll be fine. Blah, blah, blah. I'm like, okay, you sure? And I was already going to Manitoba the week later for my cousin's wedding. So I was like, oh, sweet. I'll come. Hopefully she's out of the hospital by next week, and I'll come and say hi and make sure she's good. Next day, they're like, I don't know. Something's funny going on. Next day, they're like, look, man, we don't know what's going on. She's kind of going downhill. Looks like she had a stroke.
Right.
I'm like, oh. I'm like, well, what's going on? Like, do I come? Do I stay? He's like, I'm like, fuck this. Next morning, I wake up, book a flight, fly there.
Wow.
And within those 24 hours or so, she fucking started to crash. She had another stroke in the hospital.
Wow.
And what was crazy was I was the last grandkid to get there. So the last piece of the family to get there. And I had the last 5 minutes of conscious connection that she had for the rest of her life until she passed away.
Wow.
It was
yeah.
Crazy, just so cool, man. She was out basically, and I heard her breathe, and the eyes, just like her pupils started to focus and locked into me, and I was like, whoa. And I just stared there, and I held her hand, and we just stared in each other's eyes for about 3 to 4 minutes, and then gone. And for 2 days after that, until she passed, 2 or 3 days till she passed away, she didn't come back at all. She was like in a coma, just basically no consciousness. And like, I was like, wow, what a gift that was. Fuck. I was just like, wow. Like I cried, but I didn't cry sadness. I cried tears of joy and just honor that she waited.
Honor.
Yeah. Just honored to be there. And yeah, it was fucking crazy. And then since then it's like, she's here like every moment. I speak to her. I pray with her. All the things. And that was the first really close family member that I've ever, really lost. So
wow, and it's given you a sense of connection, even greater connection to your higher sense of clarity and direction for your health and your wellness. I'm sure that expands beyond your relationship with alcohol as well.
Yeah. But with that, it's funny. I'm less serious on other shit.
Yeah.
Like I'm more light with even the healing and everything else, not being so worried about this and that. But I'm so certain that alcohol does not have a place in my life.
Good for you.
That's how the devil comes in, man.
High five.
Yeah, brother.
High five to that. Yeah.
And congratulations though, for real. I can't express it enough. Like how proud I am of you, man. Because I know that journey. I know that battle. It's it's for real.
Yep. Yeah, there's a lot of people suffering in silence.
Yeah, dude.
There's a lot, and there's so many people who don't even acknowledge that they have a problem with it. And this is, it's a sensitive topic too, is because let's just speak boldly about it. And that is just the truth, is that there's a lot of people that just straight up aren't really ready to admit that they have a problem with it. That's okay. But it is very, very true.
Oh yeah, man. Like, I look,
and myself included for so many years.
Absolutely. This is not a judgment thing.
No.
No. And I know it works, right? So it works, but it doesn't. And I think you're eventually going to get to the point where you realize that it's what used to work and give you whatever that was no longer does. And actually the suffering that comes on the other side of this, when you start to really be brave enough to look at it for what it is, you'll see the web that it casts and it connects.
For sure.
Take maybe 95% of the stupid shit I've ever done.
Yeah.
Was it loaded? Absolutely.
100%. So maybe it's time to give people a little bit of a taste of what you do. If you want to lead us through like a little, I don't know, whatever you feel inspired to give. I would love to give our audience a little taste of the Joey Labossiere. Sure. Is that how you pronounce your name, by the way?
Well, it depends. If you're French, it's Labossiere.
Yeah.
If it's English, it's Labossiere. It doesn't really
matter. I like
to
say
Labossiere. It's funny. It's the funny thing about my name is when I was playing baseball, a lot of the guys would call me boss. Come on, boss. Well, in jail, boss is used to the officers.
Right.
But I think it's called it's backwards, silly son of a bitch or something, or stupid
no way,
son of a bitch. So it's boss, but backwards. But it's become
interesting
a saying that everyone just accepts,
right?
Even the officers. So
they
call me boss. It was like this double thing. I'm like, now I hear boss, and I'm like, I go back to the prison.
Interesting.
Yeah. So it's just funny.
Well, we ain't in prison anymore.
No, we ain't in prison anymore.
Let's free ourselves.
Okay, cool. Let's do a real simple, fun little exercise.
Sweet.
Joining me?
Yeah,
Sweet.
absolutely. Yeah, I'll go right along.
All right. So first off, give yourself full permission to have an experience. What that means is I don't want you to put pressure. I don't want you to have an expectation. As best you can, release that expectation and just see what's here for you today. Maybe it's a little relaxation. Maybe it's a little bit more presence. Maybe it's for you to see, have more awareness, gain more awareness on something or gain some clarity. But either way, right now, just let everything go and allow your body to just be held by the couch or your seat, wherever you are. And just takes a couple deep breaths in through the nose, really bringing that breath deep into the belly and out through the mouth. And really just staying with that sensation of the breath. The in, feeling the belly open up or kind of expand, and exhaling through the mouth. You can even start to bring that belly button kind of close to the spine or pulling it towards the spine on your exhale. So in and out. And don't worry if your timing of the breath is not the same. Just trust you here. And just notice the rhythm that your body needs right now. Just ask yourself, what does my body need? What kind of breath? Is it a little slower, a little quicker? Notice how it finds its own natural rhythm. Notice the coolness of the breath as it passes by your nostrils on the inhale. And then notice the warmth of the breath as you exhale, as it passes your lips. When I say notice, it's just staying present with what you're feeling, what you're sensing in this moment. Just the breath. If the mind comes in, thoughts come in, that's okay. Don't judge them, just let them go, just like passing clouds. And go back to the breath. Good. Now we're going to bring a little visualization just for some fun. Imagine that you get to breathe in light from the top of your head. Like imagine the top of your head or your crown chakra opening. And as you breathe in, light's pouring down into the top of your head. And as you're breathing out, you're actually sending energetic roots down from the bottoms of your feet into the earth. Have fun with visualizing this too. As you breathe in, light is being poured into you. And as you breathe out, you can see, feel, notice, experience these beautiful roots going down through the floor and into the earth beneath you. Breathing in light. Breathing out roots and that connection to the earth. Let your imagination run free. Be a kid. Have fun. See the light. Feel the roots. Just imagine every cell of your being being filled with this light, ignited by this light. It's pure. It's untapped energy. It's lightness. It's patience. It's purity. It's peacefulness. And as you send the roots down with your breath, as you exhale, you can feel that connection to the core of the planet in your own unique way. The earth, some call her the sacred mother. She is always here supporting you. And I like to take these moments in my own meditation to say thank you to her. Thank you for holding me during all these different lives, these different chapters, unwavering, unconditionally there. Beautiful. Feel yourself, how strong you are in your body, how held you are in your body, how stable, steady, strong, tall you are. You're right where you're supposed to be. And there's a deep knowing of that. No matter where you are in your journey, can you open up your heart and trust that you're right where you're supposed to be? Good. We're going to go through a quick scan of the body. So just bring your awareness to the very tiny little intricate muscles in your forehead. Just notice them. Notice how they soften on their own as you bring awareness there. And notice how that same softness and calmness starts to move down into your eyes, your cheeks, muscles in and around your mouth. Notice how your jaw starts to hang loose, because you give yourself full permission to let go of all tension right now. Feel the calmness, notice it, see as it flows down both your arms, all the way down to your fingertips. Notice how every fiber seems to just go to sleep. Every fiber softens. Down your chest, deep, deep into your chest, down into your stomach. Just a beautiful calming energy. Down both your legs, past your knees, right into your feet, right to the very tips of your toes. It wraps around your feet, down into the balls and heels, and the arches of your feet, wraps around the back of the heel and starts to move up the Achilles tendon, up into your calf muscles. It doesn't stop, of course. It naturally flows upwards into your hamstrings, your glutes, deep into your pelvis, hips. It starts to almost snake and spiral up the spine, vertebrae by vertebrae, bringing such calmness, such ease, such presence, and also spreading across your entire back now as it moves up the spine, right to the base of the spine where the skull meets the stem. And the calmness just wraps around your scalp muscles. Even your scalp muscles are able to let go here. Just notice the energy in your body. Can you be aware not only of the energy in your hands, which you can probably notice right now, and maybe even in your feet? But what if you were to be aware of your entire body as one whole being or one whole vessel? Can you just notice your body as one? And the vibration of the life force that's in you. When you quiet the mind, you can tune into your life force. You can feel the vibration, the frequency in your body. And what's even cooler is when we quiet the mind like we've done, like you're doing right now. Because we can often tune into higher guidance, higher wisdom. The soul, the higher self, gets to speak or communicate in its own unique way for you. So if there was one thing that your higher self would like to share with you, I wonder what that is right now. Trust what comes up in the moment. No need to analyze or to search. But what's one thing that your highest expression, your highest self, your soul wants you to know right now? Even if it's subtle, maybe it's really loud for you. Can you trust it? Knowing that you are an abundant being, limitless being. You have access to these higher faculties, this inner knowing, this inner wisdom at all times. Just quiet the mind. And I'm going to leave you with this real beautiful kind of guidance, is that you are capable of anything you desire. Those desires come from a higher place. You're allowed to want what you want. when you look for answers, when you're struggling, or when you need some guidance or clarity, come back here. This is not my space. This is your inner world, and it's always here for you. The more you come back, the stronger and stronger the signal, the stronger the muscle. A couple deep breaths. Feel the energy in the body. Feel your vibration rising. We're going to do 3 quick things here. I want you to pick one thing, one person right now that you're so grateful for. Just let that person come into your awareness right now. Doesn't matter who it is. Who is it right now? Trust it. Now that you see that person's face, that person standing in front of you, that person in your awareness, I want you to put your hand over your heart and just say, thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah. All right, we're going to go with one thing in your life. Yes, a material thing. It could be your truck. It could be it doesn't matter, your favorite sports team. It doesn't matter. One thing that you can think of right now that comes into your awareness that you're so grateful for. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, now one more thing. Let it come up. You don't have to search. What's one lesson you're so grateful that you've learned lately? Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. You see how fast things move in your awareness, when you just quiet the mind, the ego, the analytical part, and you just let yourself receive, you can get so much. And even if this was subtle for you, even if you may have struggled, trust it. Come back to here. Make this space your own. Breathe. Be present. Stay in the body. So you can come back to your body now. If you haven't already, you can open your eyes. Let yourself kind of feel your fingers, give them a wiggle. Toes, shimmy, a shake. I didn't know where I was going to go there, but we went there today.
Delicious. Thanks, man.
Yeah.
That's beautiful.
Thank you.
Beautiful. It's I've done so much of this work, and obviously I'm a hypnotherapist as well. So leading people through these things, I'm usually on your side of the equation. So to be led through that live was really, really yummy, and appreciate it. Dude,
thank you for that, because I had the same experience a couple days ago. One of my buddies who were doing some work together he led an adventure for me.
Okay.
And I was like, dude, I forgot how amazing these are. When I love to lead them, but I lead all the time. Yeah. So same thing. I'm glad you enjoyed that. I'm glad you got to receive that.
Yeah. Thank you. Yeah. It's good to be led. And if I'm being honest, I mean, I don't really know how to say this. I think it kind of circles back to what I opened with, just by saying there's not a lot of people that I feel like I would choose as my teacher, or whose workshop that I would sign up for genuinely. And you're one of those people that would be like, I would surrender professionally to you.
Thank you, man.
Right?
That means a lot.
And I mean, it does mean a lot. It means a lot to me.
Yeah.
Because I feel like that there's not a lot of people out there that I'm like, boom.
Yeah.
I respect what they're doing in a really big way.
And you know what? We can be pretty critical, right? Knowing what we know, studying what we studied.
Yeah. And I don't want to make that sound like there's not a lot of people out there that are doing good work, but you know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. That means a lot. Thank you so much, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's definitely, I pinch myself for sure. I'm sure you do too. When we get to work with these amazing people to help them see their truth.
Yeah.
And what happens when they start to dissolve the illusions.
That's right.
It's crazy. And it's happening for me too. I am in a space right now that I've never been in.
Yeah.
I'm in a creation space. I'm on a rocket ship right
Hell yeah.
now. But I'll tell you, it has been getting back to the basics.
Yeah.
Making time for my rituals, my meditation, my workouts, my food, my sleep.
Yes.
And being an absolute surgeon with my thoughts.
Yeah. Love that. A surgeon with your thoughts.
An absolute like an assassin.
Yeah.
That's how good I've been for myself. I've never been this good at catching and going, no. We're not playing this fucking game.
Yeah.
And that's something I I'm really driving home with my clients too. It's like, hey, we're going to do the hypnosis. Yes, we're going to heal this part. We're going to heal this inner child. We're going to heal this pattern, but we got to be a fucking weapon going forward.
Yes.
Because it doesn't matter where you're going. Every single leap, every single goal you want, every single desire that's calling you, every single level you want to hit is going to be met with the kitchen sink.
Right. Right.
And everything that does not support that or feel safe in that bigness is going to come back and try to bite.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
So do you have any kind of call to action that you would like to offer the people that have made it this far in the video? Obviously, there's going to be links of how to find you on social media, but is there anything that you want people to do in regards to, like, if they're interested in connecting with you, working with you, where are we sending people?
Yeah, go check out my content. See if you like it.
Yeah.
If you vibe with this, you'll probably, most likely vibe with what I'm saying there. And if that feels good and you feel you're in a place where you want to level up, like, the reality, until the subconscious work is done, you're going to fight an uphill battle.
Correct.
And I don't know if it's ever done, but the core wounding that has kept you stuck in fear, the core wounding that has kept you stuck in not choosing what you actually want, that's breakable.
Yeah.
That's absolutely breakable.
Correct.
It's just the depth in which we got to go to do it.
Correct.
You know this as well as anyone.
Of course.
It's not talking on a couch.
Yeah.
It's not the mindset work.
Right.
It's that. And if this shit's deeper than you can see, it's going to kick your ass.
It's going to kick your ass.
So check out my content.
Yeah.
Check out my links if you want to book a call to see if working with me one-on-one, which is changing a lot. So
depending on when you're watching this, it might have changed.
Right. And it's happening all now. Like the last kind of opportunity to work with me at the capacity that you can now is probably done by Christmas.
Right. Of 2025.
Of 2025. Yeah. And so, check out the links, check out my content. My website's being redone to joeylabossiere.com. You can go check that out. Who knows what version it's going to be up at that time.
Yeah.
That's pretty much where I would send everyone.
Hell yeah.
IG.
If you are wanting to drop a comment below asking Joey or myself or Denai a question about this episode, or just want to give us some feedback or some love hearing from you, don't forget to subscribe and turn on that notification button so that you get notified when we in the kitchen cooking that hot Johnson love for y'all.
Good.
Thank you so much, Joey.
Man. Thank you, man.
You're a king, man.
So good.
I love you, brother. Love you.
Yeah, love you too, brother.
Such a cool dude.
Thanks, buddy.
And appreciate from the bottom of my heart the work you're doing and the way you're showing up in the world. I see you as a leader amongst men. Oof. And we need more men like you, in my opinion. And I'm just grateful to know you, and I'm grateful to see the ripple effects that your work is going to have on the world.
Thank you so much. And likewise with what you're doing, man. Like, keep leaning into that. You have, obviously, you're here for a reason, doing what you're doing for a reason. So I'm sure this won't be the last time.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
We on a roll. We on a roll, baby.
Let's go.
Thank you all.
Thank you.
Much love. Cheers.